how does my strategy fare against those strategies that you're using?
That's a very good question. And I'll answer it very, very simply. Your strategy with the second candle EMA strategy is the thing I love about that is the simplicity around that strategy. There's some pretty complex strategies out there in terms of smart money concepts and et cetera, et cetera. And what you teach is very, very simple, very straightforward. And, as a trader, it's down to you whether you're going to actually just be disciplined enough to follow that strategy.
There's it.
How's it all?
How you, bud?
Okay, yourself.
Good, man. Lovely to connect with you.
Yeah, lovely to see you too, bud.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Thanks for giving up some of your time. I really appreciate it.
100%, Al.
Lovely, man. So, Guy, just introduce yourself. I can't even explain your trading background. So, just tell everybody what you do, where you come from.
My name's Gui Buchard, and I've been in the Forex industry since 1991. Traded currencies for one of the big banks. Left in 1998. Opened up my own business where I manage risk on behalf of importers and exporters. And I've been doing that ever since. That's the best way I can sort of summarize it up.
So you were on a trading desk.
I was.
So you're a professional trader.
Well, I was a professional trader, but on the
trading
interbank
institutional
desk,
money.
Institutional money, but my core focus was customer dealing as well. And I sort of left the bank as a customer dealer. But yeah, traded a cash desk as well and everything like that. Had a portfolio of clients, etc., etc., etc. So yeah. So I've been in it and I've seen a lot over the last 30 odd years.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. So I've got a couple of institutional traders that have joined me and joined the robot.
Yeah.
And you obviously did your due diligence before joining me. I don't know. What did you find? Why did you join me?
Well, I've been with you for 2 years now.
Yeah,
and I haven't, and I thought to myself initially, let me just give it a go. And, when you first start with the EA and everything like that, the learning curve is absolutely massive. So even though I've been in the industry for so long and I understand the fundamentals of trading, the EA is a passive income, but you still got to be able to understand and know what you're doing and how the EA works and the settings that needs to be sort of to be input properly and so on and so forth. And so I've had a lot of school fees over the last 2 years just learning. I mean, the learning curve is it's non-stop. And but this EA is probably, and I've done a lot of research with EAs across the board, it's probably one of the better ones out there, if not the best. And once you understand how the EA works, when you understand the inputs and the settings and everything like that, without sounding sort of crass, you can make a lot of money. Sure. A lot of money.
No, absolutely. We've proved it.
Yeah.
My average is 33% profit per month. I've been doing that for
it's
years.
Insane.
Yeah, I know it sounds like too good to be true, and that's why most people don't join me, because the numbers are insane. I've got a
Well, you've got the numbers. You play open book. As long as I've known you, you play an open book. So people can go and check the numbers for themselves.
Yeah. So let me just ask you some questions. You combine fundamentals with technical analysis, and I know that you've got your own strategy and everything. But out of all the strategies that you've traded, how does my strategy fare against those strategies that you're using?
That's a very good question, and I'll answer it very, very simply. Your strategy with the second candle EMA strategy is the thing I love about that is the simplicity around that strategy. You know, there's some pretty complex strategies out there in terms of smart money concepts and et cetera, et cetera. And what you teach is very, very simple, very straightforward. And, you know, as a trader, it's down to you whether you're going to actually just be disciplined enough to follow that strategy. So although I do trade other strategies, I do incorporate your strategy as well. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's very simple, very straightforward, very easy to follow. Candlestick patterns together with your ATMA strategy. It's and on top of that, you know, your mentorship in the groups, you know, it makes it really, really, really easy. I wouldn't say easy, but it's sort of a simpler approach to trading. Yeah.
So from an accuracy perspective, compared to the other strategies,
crazy. I mean, nothing is 100%. You know, I mean, we all know that in trading. You know, trading is about probability.
Yes.
You know, and your strategy is about probabilities. You know, it's not gambling. If you stick to your strategy and you're disciplined around your strategy, then your probability percentages are going to increase. And that's what it's all about. Yeah. You know, if you can hit a 70%, 80% probability, you're winning.
100%.
And that's what trading is about.
Are you making money with my strategy?
I am, Al, but like I said, you know, my learning curve's been massive.
Yes.
And I've made some silly mistakes and I've paid the school fees, but very much, very, very much, you know, and I'm excited. I'm excited about the strategy. I'm excited about your EA. You know, because I'm understanding the rules more and more and more, the settings more and more and more, and I'm understanding the nature of your EA more and more and more, and that's exciting.
I think it's more difficult for you because you've been trading for 20 years, and for you to undo the habits and undo the professional learning, and go with this type of very, very simple strategy must be daunting.
Yeah, and to be quite honest with you, my experience has counted against me. If I had come in fresh, clean, and I had just stuck to your strategy, I'd be much, much, much better off.
Yeah,
much better off.
You know, like so, you. Sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
Yeah, so for all the new traders out there, forget what you know and just stick to Alan's strategy, and I'm testament to that, and you'll come out much, much better than trying to incorporate X, Y, and Z. Just stick to Al's strat. Sorry, you were saying?
So, like you, I've gone through so many different mentors and so-called YouTube gurus out there, watched all the videos, and you know, made mistakes as you have, and eventually found this amazing strategy that I use together with my hedging strategy, which I found to be the most accurate and yields the most profit.
Yeah, and if you understand the hedge and the strategy around the hedge, you know, it's a real opportunity to make some serious cash.
So let's just talk about hedging. You as an institutional trader, obviously, that's how institutions trade. They don't close trades in loss, they hedge.
No, it's like a hedge fund will, you know, depending on their mandate and their policies and stuff like that, obviously they're long-term, but they work very much on the hedging principle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a pity
that these institutional traders and institutions don't trade this or teach this strategy, and it's just by chance that I learned it.
Well, you know what, Al? Institutions have got time and they've got money. They've got capital on their side. You know what I'm saying? So, and they are to get retail.
Yes.
So it's as simple as that, you know? And so at the end of the day, they can, if they're in drawdown or it's going against them, they'll just dollar cost average all the way up or all the way down, you know, and then they've got the money to turn the markets. So it's not like us, you know, at the end of the day. That's why I love your hedging strategy, because it protects your equity, number one. it protects your capital. And number two, you have a real opportunity, or you have different strategies around your hedging strategies that could get you out without touching your equity, or even add to your capital, to your equity, depending on which strategy you implement.
Yeah, I've tried to cater.
So one is an aggressive strategy, one is a conservative strategy.
Absolutely. 100%.
Depending on your risk appetite.
Absolutely. How have you found the mastermind Telegram group, the Learn to Read mastermind Telegram group?
Cannot do without it.
Do you
really, it's an integral part of your day-to-day.
Yeah. Do you find that it is imperative to the success of a new trader?
100%, because your mentorship, and I don't know how you do it, but your patience, you got to just be wired that way. I won't be able to do what you're doing because I'll lose the plot. But your mentorship and your patience, on these groups is incredible, because the amount of information and the teaching that happens on those groups is fundamental to us learning. And I learn every day because people ask questions get answered, and everything like that. And you just learn and learn and learn. Your learning curve, it never ends. And it's an absolute integral part to your day-to-day. Simple as that.
It's amazing that even after 20 years of trading, you've open-minded to learning new strategies. And like when you talk on the group, geez, it's high level. I'll mostly shut up and just like read and try to make sense of what you're saying, because it really is. It's corporate talk and corporate trading, institutional trading, and it's just very interesting. So thank you for the compliment, but I find you to be a mentor to me too.
Oh, well, that's quite a compliment. Thank you, but I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Nothing. Just take it. And a lot of people take you to be one of the mentors on the group. So I really appreciate your input. When you do have time to input, it's greatly appreciated. So thanks for that.
No worries. Thanks, all.
Pleasure. From a lessons perspective and the websites that I put together with my videos, do you find it to be a 1, 2, 3 paint by numbers? Is it simple? Is it easy to understand? Is it cohesive, comprehensive?
Yeah, it's something you've improved on over the years as well, and I don't know anybody that will make a series of videos step by step the way you have. And the lucky thing about that is every time something new's happened and we've discussed something in the group and something's come out of the group, you create a new video for that specific thing. And then you add it to the website under that specific category. You know what I'm saying? And that's gold. So from A to Z, you can follow those videos step by step by step, and set up your account, set up your broker, set up everything. And then you've got your hedging, you've got your strategy, you've got your learn to read, the candlesticks, and it's just video after video after video. And it's, I honestly don't know anybody else that had that. People have got PDFs, you got to read and everything like that, but not vids.
It's not just vids, it's scattered. There's no sequential.
Yeah. It's well structured. Let's put it that way. Yes,
it's well structured. Thank you. I appreciate that. What would you say to a person new or experienced that came across me, my videos, my adverts? What kind of advice would you give them?
You don't buy the ticket, you don't win the lotto. You don't put the line in the water, you don't catch a fish. So we all started somewhere. Okay. So I would start. And then when starting, I would then do what you've taught us to do. Start small, conservative, learn, take your time, understand, implement what you're learning, okay, and build, ask questions. These are what the Telegram groups are there for. Ask questions. There's no stupid questions. It's a stupid cliche, but it's the truth. Ask questions and just start small, conservative, because everybody wants to make money overnight. Okay, this EA is not that. This EA is wealth generation. Okay, and it happens over time, you know, and that would be my advice: is to go in there with that mindset of building something like a business. Okay, you don't build a business overnight. You build a business over time. You set a foundation, you create a foundation, and then you work with that.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree with you. This isn't a get rich quick.
Yeah.
This is a get rich for sure, with a system and a strategy and a mentor.
For sure.
And an experience, successful mentor.
And the EA, and you don't sit on your screens the whole day. You let the EA do its work, you know, and then you come and you watch. It is passive income, but it's not 100%, but it's a lot more than me sitting here from morning to afternoon to evening watching charts.
No, 100%. So from the learn to read perspective, from manual trading perspective, not auto trading, I want to ask you, as an institutional trader, you dealing normally high frequency trading, small pips, would I be correct in saying that the strategy that you follow is risk 30 pips to make 15 pips?
You know, high frequency trading is basically designed to be in and out of the market as quickly as possible.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about quantity, not quality.
Yes.
You know, and at the end of the day, I don't really know how to answer that question, but you know, where your EA is different is that.
No, I'm talking about manual trading. Let's talk about
manual trading. Yeah. Look, I don't really do high frequency trading on a manual basis, Al. You know, I basically follow a certain strategy, and I'm a scalper.
Okay.
So I'm in and out. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So before me, what was your strategy for scalping? Was it risk 30 pips to make 15 pips?
Yeah, it was tight stops. Stops. In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tight stops, in and out.
Yeah.
You know, and 1%, 0.5% of your capital, you know, based on your strategy, tight stop, with a try and go for maybe a 3-to-1 or if possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if possible, you know, if the structure will allow it, but always a disciplined stop.
So I don't use stops, as you know. So I know that you've
it's a different method.
Totally different method. I know that you've been trained that way. So I'm sure, like, just following my strategy is mind blowing, and totally.
Yeah, it's a big adjustment.
Alien,
I'm not going to lie.
Big adjustment.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure. Not to trade with a stop loss is probably it's frightening. It's
yeah, it's not something that you just go into and do, you know, and that's why I said in the beginning that it's actually worked against me and not for me.
Yes.
You with me? So
because you've got your old habits.
Yeah. And that's why I said if somebody can come in fresh and just stick and learn your strategy, because you've custom built this EA and your strategy. It's one package. It's holistic. You know, and you'll.
Are you starting to trust it?
More and more.
Yeah, you can see the accuracy.
It took me a long time, Al.
Yeah,
it took me. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a long time. It took me well over a year.
Yeah, listen.
I mean, like I said, I've been with you over 2 years now. It took me well over a year.
Yeah, listen. To kill bad habits or old habits, old technology, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Big time. Yeah.
So, okay. So have you experienced yet a 200 pip move with me?
Plus 200 pip plus.
So that's probably very new for you.
Yeah, because I don't trade like that. I'm a scalper. I'm in and out.
Yeah.
You know, so when your strategy and that second candle opens above or below that 8 EMA, the trends change. So 200 pips minimum.
Yeah. So this when I say learn to read a a financial instrument, would you say that that is a good description of what my course is?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
So
absolutely. And the thing is, people must realize, okay, that you don't come in there and you're not a day trader. You trade trend reversals.
yes.
That's what your actual strategy is all about, is change of trends. One day you're bullish, then you wait for your trend to change through your strategy, and then you enter according to your strategy because you've got confirmation that your trend has now changed and reversed.
Yes.
So this is, what I call that is swing trading.
Yes, I would say I am a swing trader. I'm just not a monthly swing trader or a yearly swing trader, because that's the true meaning of a swing trader. I am
it depends on the time frame now.
Yeah, I'm a 4-hour trend reversal strategist.
Correct.
Of which 100%. I've got down to about 85 to 90% accuracy with that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I mean, it seems unlikely, but I would agree with that percentage. I really would.
Have you seen me get a wrong call? Be honest.
Oh, not around your two EMA. No, I don't recall. But like I said, it's a game of probabilities. You could get a confirmation, but then something happens, news comes out, or something fundamental comes out, Ukraine war, whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
So, but and that happens. That's life. But there's something you can do about it at the same time, because you teach us how to hedge and protect ourselves within our strategies.
Yes.
So there's always something to protect your capital and your equity, no matter what we're doing, not strategy we're following. There's always something to limit the loss, or to limit the depletion of our capital.
Yeah,
you've always got something in place.
I've always said losing money in Forex is a choice. You've chosen not to take action, which means that you could possibly lose money. But if you follow the strategy, the chances of you losing money is being reduced almost to 0%.
It's a game of probabilities, and what you've done is you've just increased the odds greatly in our favor.
Yeah, 100%. I like to play percentage Forex.
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, we play percentage golf.
Correct.
Hit the ball out the rough, back onto the fairway.
Exactly.
Don't go for the green.
Exactly. Gui, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate your input.
Right,
and I'm sure people will listen to this video and take heed.
All right. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. Take care.
Keep going. You're doing amazing.
Thanks, bud. Take care.
Okay, pal. We'll chat soon.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.